What's up everyone? Today we are looking at Kotlin collection operations, specifically at 6 functions that you will use in almost every project. So we have got a simple list to work with. Let's go to each one by one. So the first one is for each. Okay, so important thing here is that for each does not return anything useful. It returns unit, which is Kotlin's way of saying nothing. So storing it in number 1 and printing it, you will just get kotlin.unit printed on screen, right? And for each is only for side effects like printing, logging, updating something. So the lambda inside the curly braces, so it doesn't filter or return anything. Whatever you write inside, it's, let's see, it.startsWith, oh right, and it will just get evaluated and thrown away. So the correct way to use for each is that we use num.forEach and println it, right? That's it. We don't assign it to a variable. And in next is filter. So now this is more like it, that filter goes through every element, then checks the condition, which is it.startsWith t, and returns a new list with only the items that are passed inside it, right? So it will check one by one that is 1 starting with t, then no, then it will be dropped. Is 2 starting with 3 t, then yes, it will be kept, and same with 3 also. So the result will be 2 3. The original list num is completely untouched, and the filter always returns a new list, and it never modifies the original one. Okay, so the next one we have is find function. So basically what find does is that it reaches the list and returns the first element that matches your condition. But f, as you can see here, is none of our words start with f, so we get null here. And this is really important, that find can return null. That makes number 3 a nullable string, right, and not a plain string that we use. So in real code, always check for null before using the result, otherwise you will get a null pointer exception. So if you change f to t, you will get back 2 and just a single string, not a whole list. And then the next operational function in Kotlin collections are any. So any just asks one question: does at least one item match? If yes, then it returns true, and if not, then it returns false. And if nothing matches, then nothing else. So 1 2 3, does any of them starts with a? No, right? So false. So when you change it to t, and you would get true here immediately, because 2 matches and any stops checking the moment it finds the match. It doesn't go through the whole list unnecessarily. Then we have the all function here. So what all does is that all is stricter than any. What it does is that it asks that does every single item match, and if even one fails, it's false. So 1 starts with O, right? Yes. So far so good. So and 2 starts with O, no, right? And that's it. So all will immediately return false without even checking 3. So for this to return true, we need every element and item in the list would need to start with O. That's it. That's the bar for all sets. Okay. The next operation function is first, as you can see. So this one is a bit dangerous. So we have used here first, right, and not firstOrNull. So this difference is used. So first will throw an exception and crash if nothing matches. So f matches nothing in our list, so our app just crashes right here. So what we do is we use firstOrNull in here because it is a more safer version of firstOrNull. So always prefer firstOrNull over first unless you are 100% certain that a match exists. In practice, use firstOrNull. So a quick summary of what we just covered is that for each, it loops through item and does not return any value, so don't assign it. And the second one is filter. It returns a new list of matching items. And the third one we have learned is find, which returns the first match or null. And then we have any, which is true if at least one matches in the condition, right? And all is the complete opposite. It means that true if only every item matches. And then first or null, that we have to check if the first one is there or not. And if it is there, then it will print null instead. So that's it for today. Drop a comment if you have questions, like if this helped, and I will see you in the next one.